Hi, welcome to Yoga with Amber Kleid. I'm Amber, and today we are going to do a slow flow to build strength. This one's going to be good. We're going to hit the legs and the core. We're going to touch on balance. So if you enjoy this practice, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if that calls to you, and leave me a comment. I'd love to know how this practice felt for you, and I will always get back to you because I appreciate your support so very much. So grab a mat, some blocks if that's what you like to use in your practice, whatever it's going to take to give you some comfort, and come on into a seated position. So I just love to ground for a few breaths before we get going. Some of us, we're bustling around in our lives all day long, and a lot of us have plenty on our minds. So I just love to take a few moments to breathe and really give permission to come into the space that we're in, wherever that might be for you. So once you get yourself comfortable, if it feels okay to you, you can close your eyes. Otherwise, you can just gaze down at the floor. Tall spine, lengthening through the crown. Keep the chin parallel to the floor. Let your shoulders relax down in a nice neutral position. And then begin to expand the breath. Breathing deeply. And exhaling deeply. A couple of times here. And just noticing if there's anything talking to you in the body, welcoming in those sensations. Let's do one or two more deep breaths. Softening the skin around the eyes. Letting your shoulders release the heaviness of the day. This is your time. And then when you're ready, you can keep the eyes closed if you'd like, and just drop right ear to right shoulder. On an exhale, you're going to let your chin roll to your chest, keeping length in the spine. And on an inhale, you're going to roll left ear, left shoulder. On an exhale, roll back down, chin to chest. On your next inhale, right ear, right shoulder. And then bring the head back above the heart. And then just look over the right shoulder. And then if you'd like, you can reach the left fingertips out. Or you can take that forearm and rest it behind your back. You may or may not get a deeper stretch here, but it might stretch different muscles. I'm just noticing, and we're not pulling on anything. We're not bullying. Nice, soft, passive stretch. And then go ahead and release the arm. Draw the head back to center. Take a breath. And as you exhale, look over the left shoulder. Release the right arm out. Take a little stretch here. And if it feels good, you can bring that forearm back behind you. And then release that arm, bring head back over heart. And let's just find a little gentle sway from side to side, just opening up through the rib cage. This tends to be so tight on me. I sit a lot during the day. And so if you do too, you might feel tightness in your upper back as well. So it's always nice to find a little movement where we can here. So let's go ahead and pause here, head over heart. Bring fingertips to the shoulders. Now, if this doesn't feel good, you can bring your fingertips to your waist. We're going to take an inhale, and we're going to exhale. We're going to turn to the right. Inhale back to center, and see if you can connect to your core. And then exhale to the left, back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Come back to center, and we're going to speed this up a little bit. So we're going to take a breath. Exhale, inhale, exhale. So let's try that together. Breathing in and release to the right. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Two more each side. Come back to center, relax the arms, and just find any movement here that might feel good, rolling the shoulders as we find our breath again. Wonderful. Let's go ahead and come on to our tabletop position. And set your blocks up front, just in case we're going to use them. I never know. So coming onto your hands and knees, spreading those fingertips out nice and wide. We've got our elbow pits forward and our shoulders away from the ears, hugging into the low belly. Let's breathe our right leg out. And you might take your left hand and place it a little bit farther to the left, just so you're not dumping into that right hand so much. So as we stretch out our right leg, flexing the foot, stretching through the heel, we're going to find some hip circles. So breathe in, knee to elbow, and then circle and release the breath. Two more times. Breathe into the knee. And exhale, circle and back. Release the breath. Slow movement, mindful, connecting to the core. In and exhale. Good. Go ahead and release that knee. Shift the hands if you need to. Let's release the left leg back behind us, connecting into the core. Let's breathe in, elbow and knee meet. And exhale, big circle around and back. Inhale and exhale. Last time, breathing in and exhale. Release the knee down. Go ahead and drop your hips to the left, and we're going to swing our head around and look to our right toes. Take a few breaths here. And then on an inhale, we're going to come back to center and we're going to sink into our right hip. Look at our left toes. Love it.
Come back to center. Let's turn our toes under, and we're going to make our way into our downward facing dog. Pressing into our palms, we're going to send our hips up and back, dropping the heels down, elbow pits are forward. We're rounding through the back of the shoulders. So we're rotating our triceps towards our nose as we kind of round and expand across the shoulder blades. Go ahead and walk your dog, dropping the heels down, bending through the knees, getting a little massage into the toes as well, because that feels good. Ooh, lots of popping and cracking in the ankles today. So widen the feet out just a little bit. So maybe you've got about a foot of space in between your feet. We're going to press into the palms. Fingertips are kind of clutching the ground, and we're powering up, stretching up through the arms, lifting through the hips by hugging in the belly. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to tap our left knee or calf or toe, whatever you can reach, and then come back. Slowly and mindfully place the hand, and then we're going to do the same on the opposite side. So left hand reaches right knee, and then come back. Let's do that one more time each side. So you might be moving the chest even closer to your knees. And then left hand to right leg. Good. So from here, let's either hop or walk the feet to the front. So you can bend your knees, take a gaze forward, and float the feet forward. I can never quite get close enough to the front of my mat when I do that. So pressing the soles of the feet into the ground, touching the heels back, maybe bending your knees generously, and just allowing your head and your shoulders to relax down. Let your arms dangle. Maybe they touch the ground, maybe they don't. So we're going to move into our Virabhadrasana 3 or Warrior 3. I'm going to use my blocks, so I'm just going to grab them and bring them a little bit closer to me. And then when you're ready, we're going to press into the soles of our feet and we're going to rise up all the way, fingertips to the sky.
Big breath in. And exhale, hands down to the thighs. Take a nice deep breath in and up. Grab your left wrist with your right hand and exhale, reaching to the right, letting your weight fall into your left foot. Inhale, come back to center, switch your grip. Exhale, dropping the weight into your right foot, stretching to the left. And then inhale, back to center, release the palms. Exhale, forward fold, either hands on the block or hands on the floor. It's up to you. So we find a flat back position here, and we're going to anchor down into our left foot, and we're going to swing that right heel back and up. And it doesn't really matter how high you raise that back foot. Some of us have tight hamstrings, so it might we might not be able to get the leg up all the way, and that's totally cool. Make sure you're not dumping into your shoulders, but your hands are supported, or your hands are supporting your shoulders, the weight of your body. And we're going to take an inhale, and we're going to exhale, draw that knee to elbow. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, come back. So we're strengthening the left leg and we're balancing. Reach it out and exhale, draw it in. 2 more, please. Reaching out. Exhale, bring it in, connecting to that core. Last time, you're going to reach it out. And then on your exhale, you're going to go ahead and place your right foot next to your left. Good. Go ahead and give a little weeble wobble into the hips here if that feels good to you. And then from here, we're going to really press into the soles of the feet, drop our booties down, and we're going to come into our chair pose. Softening the shoulders, relaxing the tailbone. We can wiggle our toes here. We want our weight mostly to be in our heels. Take a nice deep inhale, and on your exhale, you're going to bring those palms together and come into a little prayer twist. So left elbow touches right thigh. I'm going to offer up a little challenge here. Pressing into your right foot, lift that left leg and draw it back into a lunge. Making sure that your front knee is above your ankle. Nice deep breath here. Elbows are spreading apart from each other. Palms are pressing into one another. So as you take your next inhale, we're going to bring the chest forward, fingertips to the sky, stretch the front leg out so we're nice and tall, straight legs. And we're going to exhale, and we're going to drop the hands and bend both knees. Inhale, press up. Exhale, release. Inhale, press up. Exhale, release. Can we do 2 more? Breathing in and up, pressing into that front heel. Exhale, release. Let's do 1 more, breathing in and up. And on your exhale, we're going to bend into that knee. Left hand's going to come down. Right hand reaches to the sky, and we find our revolved twist. On your exhale, right hand's going to come down. Bring that left leg forward. Find a little shake in between the legs. Bending the knees, shifting into the hips. And then pressing into the soles of the feet, relaxing into the heels, connecting to your belly. On a big breath in, we're going to roll up. Fingertips to the sky, and exhale, hands down. Breathe the hands back up. Grip the left wrist with your right hand. Let your weight shift into the left foot. Reach to the right. Breath out. Inhale, bring yourself back to center, switch your grip, and exhale to the left, dropping the weight of your body into the right foot. Inhale, back to center, release the hands, and exhale, release all the way down. So this time we're going to plant the weight into our left foot, and we're going to reach plant your weight into your right foot. We're going to reach the left foot back. And we're going to take a nice deep inhale, exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, stretch it out. Exhale, knee to elbow. 3 more, breathing in, stretching out. Exhale. Last time, breathing out, warrior 3. And this time as you exhale, you're going to bring that left foot, plant it down next to the right. We're going to let our weight fall into our heels, and we're going to draw our hands up, finding our chair posture. Maybe fingertips are pointed forward. Maybe the biceps hug the ears. Soft in the tailbone. We can lift our toes a little bit, and we breathe. Nice deep inhale. Bring those palms together as you exhale. Right elbow's gonna drop on the left knee. Left elbow towards the sky, palms together. And one thing I'd like you to look at is just make sure that your knees are even. So we kind of have the tendency for the leg that we're resting the elbow on to scoot it back just a little bit, like the hip's gonna shift back. We want to avoid that. So knees are directly across from one another. They're even. Then from here, we're going to take our weight, drop it into our left foot, and we're going to take our right foot back into a lunge. Take your time getting there. If you need a couple of steps to get there, no worries. And then we're going to breathe forward, fingertips to the sky. Straighten out that left leg and the right leg. Reach, reach, reach. And as you exhale, you're going to bend through both knees. Inhale, reach to the sky. Exhale down. Inhale, reach up. And exhale down. 2 more. Breathing in and out. Release. Last time, breathe it in and up. And as we exhale, we're going to bend into that knee. Right arm's going to come down. Left hand's going to stay up. And we're going to find our revolved twist. On an exhale, go ahead and bring the left hand down to the ground. And we're going to drop our right knee down and come into a low lunge here. And we're going to stretch out that quad since we worked it quite a bit. So you might like a block here. Place your hand on. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to reach back to our ankle. So if you can't quite reach your ankle, you can always wrap a strap around it. And then we want to make sure that our hips are forward. If you want to play with your balance a little bit, you're welcome to reach your hand to the sky. Taking a couple more breaths here. And bring the hand down if it's up. And very gently release that back knee. And we're just going to shift our hips back and take a little runner's lunge here. So flexing through the toe, maybe pointing it too. And then rolling back up. Let's go ahead and bring that left leg behind. We're gonna bring that right foot forward, keeping that left knee bent. And same thing on this side, reaching back, grabbing the ankle. Perhaps you're using a strap. Let those hips move forward. Soften the shoulders. And then if you'd like, you can bring that hand up. Two more breaths here. And on your exhale, bring the right hand down and then relax easily with that back foot, and then stretch the hips back, getting into the back of the leg here. Point and flex. Go ahead and bend into that front knee. We're gonna swing our leg behind us. We're gonna bring our knees out to the sides, toes pointing towards one another, and we're gonna sink our hips back and come into a child's pose. Now, if child's pose doesn't feel comfortable to you, you're welcome to come to rest on your belly. And just take a couple of breaths here. And where I'd like you to focus your breath, if it feels comfortable, is on the back of the ribs, so the space in between the shoulder blades. And as you breathe in, imagining that there's like a little person in there pressing the shoulder blades away from one another. So you can get a nice deep, deep breath. Just taking in the stillness, feeling into the body. And this, my friends, is where I will leave you today. You're welcome to stay in child's pose for a few more breaths. You can even move into Shavasana if you'd like, resting on your back. If you're just not quite ready to face the day yet,
Just stay here. Give yourself permission for a few more minutes of relaxation. I hope the rest of your day is wonderful. And again, I thank you for meeting me on the mat. Take good care.